Oof. Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Just get that up. I think we're good. Wahoo! Okay, awesome. Hey, Stuart, how's it going? There really isn't anything to change on the van, really. I'd take out all the fuel, I guess. Take off the traction control. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic this week, given it's sort of like the last working week of the year, but other than that, it's going pretty good, yeah. Okay. Make sure it all works. Alright. It's gonna be a pretty long lap, I think, in these. I don't think we'll do many laps. I'm not sure. Get how long this lap is in a normal car. Next race, Skoda, fair enough. Skoda should be interesting. I always forget how that track goes, so gonna have to learn it again when we get to it, but I remember when we used it in, when it was used in the sort of Formula Student Series, which I think, can't remember who ran that. Might have been you? I think it was one of the top 5 series. Somebody run it. My brain is failing me. Yeah, it was quite interesting there. I think it should be quite interesting in the Skoda as well. Some elevation changes, some funky corners. Hey, Evgeny, how's it going? Of course, we got the riveting speed first of the transit van. Oops. ETS2. Close enough, I guess. Oh, I can do this corner flat. I think this is the first car I've been able to do that last corner flat. Absolutely flat. Alright, got enough fuel in. Oh, actually... This straight is long enough to get to U6. Oh! I've outbraked myself. Shit. Oh, I was not looking. Would help. It's been funny driving some of these tracks that I do know in the Transit, because it kind of, especially this one, I think this is probably one of the more eye-opening tracks in the Transit. Because I've only really driven it in cars that have a fair chunk of power. Ow. So driving it in something that is just comparatively slow, it kind of bucks that completely. That long straight should be pretty good for overtaking on, though. Oh, fuck. Hopefully that doesn't happen in the race. But, shit, maybe I do need to lift. Oh no, I've broken the suspension. Oh, fuck. Missing the trolling streams, but not much time since the last year or so. Fair enough. Happens. I'm gonna call this SRS. Just gonna call it R. Not much bad fancy race. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, the Skoda's a easy enough car to pick up and drive, so I suspect you'll probably find yourself right at home with it. I don't think the track should be that hard either. Maybe a little. It's actually not from... And neither of these cars are actually front-wheel drive. Funnily enough. Transit's rear-wheel, and the Skoda is also rear-wheel. One of the new rear-wheel drive Skodas, I think. I don't think they've done many. Maybe in the early days, back when this car was new. Need the Cupra? Well, you're probably not going to see that in one of my series anytime soon. I think that's probably by far one of my least favorite cars in AC. So unless I get hit overhead of a brick, I don't think that's going to change. Doing X5 when I can on WSS these days, can't even get the Thunder Crew for fun races on a regular basis. Yeah. Unfortunate, but yeah, that happens. I did have to skip out a few streams earlier on in the year for like moving and stuff, which was fun. Don't want to do that again. Might have to miss the end of year stream as well. I'm not sure yet. So we're going to be finally working on like doing up my room. So, depending on how well that goes, depends on whether or not I'll probably be around. 200 hours streaming a month, my life is done. Jeez. That is quite a lot. Yeah, I think that's a fair bit more than the average work week, I think. The average work week is, what, 37.5 hours a week? So yeah, it's way more. What's everyone's thoughts on Assetto Evo? I still don't really know what to think. I'm cautiously optimistic, I think, is my take. They have an impossible job to achieve, and I'm intrigued to see how they go about working around that. But there are a few key things that I think if they don't address in AC Evo, I will be incredibly disappointed in. But like at the moment, I don't know. I just feel like there's too many unknowns, and I'm still really confused at what exactly they want the game to be. It's trying to, I don't know. I'm confused, basically. I think GG Video 2 hours today already is advertising maybe 3 years earliest. thought, isn't it meant to be coming out next year? Unless you mean, like, complete in 3 years. I hope it's good too. But, cautionary tales of the past, let's say. And present, for that matter. Oh, the free roam will be incremental. Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard that's not coming until summer, and then, yeah, I guess probably doing it. But that makes sense, you know. I think that's a reasonable way to do it. Even refueling will be a thing. I somewhat hope it's not mandatory. Like, that's kind of the huge thing that AC Evo has to balance. Oh, shit. I'm totally putting it in. Something huge that AC Evo has to balance out is, like, all the different groups. Because, like, sure, like, as much as the free roaming stuff sounds cool, like, there is going to be a large chunk of people who don't give a shit and never will. And we'll just want to jump in straight into a race like we do in AC now, you know? And I still want that to be a thing. Like, I'll probably dabble in the free roam stuff a bit. But, like, they need to give stuff to do in the world. Like, more than just customizing the car and plodding around. But if it's, I don't know, if it's going to be around the Eiffel area, that means it's basically just going to be the Nürburgring, which kind of loses my interest a bit. Where Rensport stream? Huh? That's a funny joke. I didn't realize it had only just come out on Steam. I thought it'd been out on Steam for a while longer, but from what I'm seeing at the moment, it ain't looking good. I'm not gonna be part of the cool kids. And the cool kids are the ones who don't play Rensport. Shiny Sim. Yeah, but from what I heard, it's got like a battle pass and shit, and like has terrible modern video game microtransaction nonsense. I haven't seen it, but I was looking at some Steam reviews and people were complaining about that, so I was like, uh-oh. I'll be honest, I've never really been invested in Rensport from the get-go. I'm surprised it's even a thing at all. I kind of thought it was just a scam, to be honest, for a while. But yeah, Rensport's whole direction and vision is not one that I really have ever jived with. I've always hated their mantra of it being esports first. Because I'm largely anti-esports. Like, I'll allow it to exist, but I don't think games should ever be based around esports. Really good for that phase, free beta for everyone. I mean, the game is free. The game is free. Like, it's a free-to-play model. But yeah, each car costs more than 10 euro. Puma's car... Yeah, it's the same review I read, yeah. The top one. Yeah, it's like the odd credits amount is like such a modern mobile game thing. They always leave you hanging with the money. It's never exactly the right amount. Server's probably up since I probably quit. And yeah, a fucking battle pass in a sim racing game. I hate battle passes in any game, let alone a sim racing game. So it's like, esports focused, I already don't care. Free-to-play model, that sinks my interest even more. Grotesque monetization system sinks my interest even more. Fucking battle pass is just the icing on top of a shit cake. Like... honestly, I'm like, if all of that stuff is true, I ain't touching Rensport with a 10-foot pole. I wasn't going to anyways, but that just, like, seals the deal. But, like, yeah, even, like, disregarding all of that, the sim genuinely never gave me anything to be excited about. I'll be honest, AC Evo doesn't really at the moment either, but, that's, for AC Evo, it's more because I want to know the nitty-gritty stuff more. I want to know some of the finer details that they haven't revealed yet. I also want to get my hands on it and play it. Like a sort of like test build, or like a beta build even. So of course one with Thrive with cheaper paid mods. I think AC1 will continue to thrive for a while. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Especially because AC Evo is going to be launching in an early access state, which means that there's going to be a lot missing from AC Evo, and that stuff is going to be slowly added over time. Nice setup name. Yeah. I really didn't change much, I just took out the fuel traction control. And that was... changed a little bit of tire PSI, and that was it, really. So yeah, like, as AC Evo builds itself up, it, obviously, it'll start to win more people over. Like, I think there'll be a huge influx at the start, then I think that influx will wane, and then over time, as it becomes more complete, it'll come back the other way. Hopefully the case. Or they could completely drop the fucking ball, and we'll just stay on base AC. That's not what I want, I think, to be honest. Over in recent months, I feel like I have grown more dissatisfied with Assetto Corsa, in general. I mean, I have also crossed the 4,000 hour mark, but, you know, I do feel rather dissatisfied. Like, there are a lot of stuff I still like about AC. I still play it for a reason, you know. In terms of the community support and whatnot, you can't beat it. And the fact that it's not being updated anymore is definitely something I like. But it's definitely, in the driving department, it definitely, I think, falls short to its competitors in some key ways. Like, there are some races like, after, the more and more I bet in with, like, R-Factor 2 and the likes, it's like, the more I kind of sit there and go, God, you know, I wish I was driving this, like, exact same combo, but in, like, R-Factor 2. But, like, I'd never jump to R-Factor 2 as my main sim, because I still don't think R-Factor 2 is in a good enough state, really, to be usable as, like, a main sim. Like, it's good, I have fun with it, but I only am involved in one community, and I just do one race a week. And I feel like that's kind of a satisfactory fill of R-Factor. While I don't care about LFM also, I do want to get AMS2 installed again. But she fat. It's like 120 gig for AMS2 nowadays. So I wanted to try out all the new updates. It's been a couple of years. But I think the best sim racing games are for racing single player. A lot of them are kind of poop, to be honest. I like Live for Speed, but that's just me being weird. Live for Speed's AI is not good, by any means. I like that it feels kind of natural, but it's not good. AMS2, I guess if I had to say, I think maybe AMS2. I'd have to, like, jump back into AMS2 again, but I'd probably say AMS2 from my experience. AMS1 is a decent shout as well, yeah. But, like, it is, like, original ISI motor, like, juiced up. What about with old Sims? The problem with old Sims is, I'm sure you've experienced this with RBR, is that they're old. Like, as much as I don't want that to be a negative thing, it kind of is. They're not as intuitive and friendly to use as a lot of modern Sims, and they are riddled with quirks that existed purely because of limitations of the hardware at the time. And in some cases, new problems that have arisen from trying to shoveled onto new hardware. Rally season is fun in RBR, but RBR is kind of a frustrating experience sometimes because you think, God, I wish there could be a new rally game that didn't suck. Like, RBR has earned its retirement well and truly, yet we kind of just keep dragging it through the mud because there's nothing better. NR 2003, kind of loosely in the same boat, but iRacing exists, so... a bit less so on that front. But yeah, I don't know, NR 2003, from my experience, is quite... I haven't played GTI yet, but NR 2003, at least from my experience, is quite inconsistent and clumsy. Like, I enjoy it, but to get, like... Sometimes to get, like, a satisfying feeling race setup is kind of fiddly sometimes. Like, the AI feel kind of inconsistent. There's some quirks with the AI at super speedways that I don't really like. Or at least when, like, drafting packs emerge. Like, they have a really stupid behavior in NR 2003, where if an AI gets to the lead on a super speedway, they basically just immediately give up the inside lane, even if the inside lane is better. And other stuff like that. Modding is a bit limited in NR 2003 as well. Like, there's a good amount of mods, but they are kind of limited in some regards. Like, they're all based off of, like, the same physics and stuff. But I think in terms of out-of-the-box experience, probably AMS2 these days. Again, I'd have to play it again, but it seems like they've put in a lot of work to improving AMS2 and making it a much better all-around experience, at least on the single-player side. The multiplayer still seems to be patched up with a load of problems, even though they've now got LFM integration. But I know a lot of people have praised AMS2 for its single-player capabilities, and from what I've played as well, I did quite enjoy it in single-player. I can't comment on the new changes yet, again, as I haven't played it in a long while, but it's got good variety, so I feel like it's definitely worth a look at. It's a bit expensive, though, so maybe keep that in mind also. It was built off 5 driving settings to be realistically challenging. Rally, I'd argue... You do and you don't race anyone. Like, you are still racing people. And so the way you make the... Like, rallying is nowhere near as interesting if it's just hot lapping on a stage. Rallying is about the endurance and the kind of, like, balance, playing that balancing act between, do I push, do I conserve? Is this risk worth taking or no? And that is something you need, like, opponents for, and, like, multiple stages and service parks and stuff. And honestly, it kind of pains me how little games get that sort of actually across in a video game. And even the ones that do, like, say in Richard Burton's Rally, the AI for the opponents literally are just, like, they are essentially like a D&D character sheet with a bunch of stats that determine rough chances for things, and then they just do a bunch of dice rolls against a sort of preset, like, against like a preset sort of par time, as you will, for each stage and each sector of that stage to determine how they'll perform. Oh, I fucked that up. Got big wheel spin. That's killed this lap. AI is really hard. Yeah, AI is really hard to balance. Like, I don't envy most sim racing games for having, like, terrible AI, because it is a nightmare to fix. Like, trying to make an AI that feels believable, authentic, and fair is hard. And that's why you, even in, like, Sims where you find the AI are, like, pretty good, you probably still have to tweak it a lot. Like, NR 2003 was praised a lot for how good its AI was. But, like, I do find still holes in it and problems that need, like, tweaking. So... But, yeah, iRacing's AI is pretty decent as well. I haven't really had much time with it before I gave up my iRacing subscription. But, from what I played, it was fun. But obviously it requires you own an active iRacing subscription, so that's kind of the downfall there. Up and soon, but it won't be in... only in SimRacing. And with that kind of AI, I'm not really interested. Now, customers of Dirt Rally 2 is actually long and realistic at a competitive car classic M4 or four-wheel drive 2 liters peak. Yeah, Dirt Rally 2's got some nice stuff, but over a time, I kinda... Like, I played a fair chunk of Dirt Rally 2, but over time I kinda lost... I lost faith and confidence in its physics, and most importantly, the force feedback. I eventually got to a point where I was sort of like... I just couldn't really get to grips with the force feedback anymore in Dirt Rally 2. And, I was kind of hoping EAWRC would fix that. No. I was kind of hoping WRC Generations would fix that. Kinda did, but then it introduced the throttle bug, and, well, Game of Fantastic Career Modes have spoken with record length is V-Rally 3. Yeah. I love V-Rally 3's presentation and all that, but yeah, as you said, the game drives like poo. And honestly, for me, in a racing game, the driving model is number one, because that's what you're going to be doing most of the time. Like, if the driving model isn't fun, I couldn't care about anything else, really. That might sound a bit... And, like, there are some rare edge cases where that's not the case, and I will happily... divulge in a racing game that bucks the trends a bit on those. Like, say, I don't know, something silly like Road Trip Adventure or the likes. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, I'm looking for a decent driving model in my racing game. And if I don't get that, then I'm not really interested a lot of the time. What's tomorrow? 4 be undefeated rally game of the century. I haven't played those games, so can't really comment, but maybe. Oh, ow. Followed Yari there. Oh, Mart hit the wall as well. That's kind of funny. Which century? The 1600s, obviously. Gotta get the switch on Yari here. This is a risky place, maybe. Make a move, but can I make it? BC, yeah. Oh my god, he bogged big time. I'm coming through. I've gone to second, that was a mistake. He's still there. I'm gonna let him go and try and switcheroo. He's overcooked it, I think. No, he hasn't. Never mind. Close up. I think he's gonna hit that wall a bit. He definitely lost some speed there on Mart. Hit the wall. That helps me out. Really revving it out in fourth gear. Big old slipstream down here. Can line him up for the big old send. But I keep going to second gear. I should stop doing that. Hitting the curb was a bad idea also. Admittedly, I am allowing Mattia to run away, but I do kind of want this second place. I feel like I am faster than Yari. So. Rally, I guess, is also fun just driving, but doesn't really have a career mode unless you had Canon 1. Yeah, that's my big problem with a lot of rally games, is I feel they don't really have anything in terms of, like, satisfying career modes. Like, some may offer a reasonable experience of driving a rally car on stage of some description, but a lot of them fall flat at, like, giving you the actual rally experience. Like, as much as they like Sega Rally has never really delivered the rally experience. Oh, fuck, I've got a second again. I need to stop doing that. Fuck. Man. I blame you guys. You're distracting me. Pig grandpa on the mic. Now my throat is a bit dry. So. Oh, my voice is cracking up. As I'm trying to elate my frustrations in myself. I'm back on the hunt for Yari. I think Mattia is probably too quick to catch, but I could beat Yari at least. I think Mart's gone a little deep. Oh, and I missed the wall. Herdakov Craig MP3. F1 career looks fun, but the driving I doubt. Yeah. Yeah, no, the driving killed F1's career mode for me. Definitely. I've done it again! What am I playing at? Fuck's sakes, man. I'm stupid. I really am. Alright. I'm letting Yari get away here. This is bad. For my own fucking incompetence. For me, an F1 game is 2020's peak of fun. Nah, I've always hated the driving F1 games. Have you ever driven an F1 car in AC? Then again, for all I know, the game might be better to drive on non-wheel, because you don't like F1 in AC, why not? Oh, he's hit the wall real hard. Unlucky. He is out of it. Oh, that was brutal. That was actually my fastest lap, despite that blunder. But yeah, like, whenever I drive a Formula 1 car in Sims, they're always incredibly fast, they're incredibly agile, they're incredibly fun. I drive F1 cars in the F1 games, and it feels like I'm driving a fucking bus in comparison. I mean, like any Formula car in AC beyond maybe the Skip Barber. These are all touring cars. I mean, they don't have to be your favorite cars, but I don't know. I at least think comparatively, every sim has told me relatively similar things about how Formula 1 cars should drive. And then I go and play F1 games, and I don't get that experience at all. Like, I'm not expecting F1 games to be realistic, but, like, F1 games have more of a reason to fuck with the parameters of reality. You know, they're not full sims, so make things easier. You know? Like, it doesn't have to be some, like, mouth-wateringly hard thing to drive. I just have to, like, it just doesn't feel like I'm driving the fastest and most technologically advanced race cars on the planet. It feels like I'm a bus disguised as the fastest and most technically advanced race car on the planet. You know? It doesn't sell that experience to me. And that's my big problem. Yeah, I'd rather drive this than the Formula 1 cars in fucking F1 games. I mean, I am driving this, so... Case in point. Historics are real fun. I remember the Historics being better, but, like, still not great. They also got rid of the Historics, which is really dumb in, like, later games. Because gotta have supercars that people totally want. Honoring history? Fuck no. Adding supercars? Fuck yeah. Also, nothing... Don't speak about Codemasters' downfall, please. I mean, it's there. It's in plain sight for everyone to see. Company and its stupidities. I've always held the idea that Codemasters would have sunk even without... Bloody hell, he bungled that gear shift big time. I'm waiting for him to break. Still 2008, 2009. Good one, Dirt 2. To be honest, I've not played either of those games. I've been loosely tempted to give Grid 1 a shot recently. As I have actually, like, as much as I have praised Togo Race Driver 3 over the years, I have grown a little sour of that game in recent times, because, like, the AI in that game is just plain atrocious. Like, I like driving cars in that game, but as soon as I have to go wheel to wheel with an AI, I want to pull my hair out, because they are just terrible. But I always felt that, like, Grid was, like, too edgy. I don't really like the edgy dude bro style it was kind of going for. It can't be any worse. Oh fuck! I've done it again. No. Bollocks. Can't be any worse than Grid 2, I'm sure, because that game was a fucking travesty. But yeah, I've never really been interested in the style the game is going for, but I don't know. Maybe there's some more meat to the potatoes there than I'd first thought. But yeah, the new Grid games, they really just feel like, why did you even bother making this kind of games? Like, they're fine? But, like, they're also just, like, who gives a shit games. Like, Grid 2019 and Grid Legends are kind of the same game from what I've seen. And both of them are kind of just like, why? Why do they exist? Like, it feels like nobody really cared for their existence. They just kind of exist in some ether. If they're aesthetic, yeah, unless you're going to very easily get past it once you start playing, I think. You'll love the driving, and I think you'll quickly bump the AI difficulty up. Probably. But maybe not. Sometime, I don't know. Depends on how much the AI cheat. I know in, like, Tokyo Race Driver 3, playing on hard is often too easy, but sometimes cranking it up to, like, 110%, which is, like, the maximum, like, the AI just downright cheat. They are just, like, super glued to the road and can corner faster than you. Well, actually, no. It's not the cornering. It's that they will beat you out in a straight line no matter what. And, like, I really hate that. The AI are unrealistically fast in a straight line and comedically slow for the physics model in the corners. And it's like, what is happening? Most of Blood in Extreme is easy. If you're way too good at the game, Extreme will mess you up if you don't get a good start. Fair enough. But I don't know, yeah, I might try it one day. I have been... It has slipped more into, like, my headcanon. Not headcanon. Like, sort of like, I guess just kind of... into my... Oh, yeah, I maybe should play that list. But my, my backlog is, like, huge at the moment, so... I don't think I'll be getting around to it anytime soon. I don't know. Might pick it up as a stream game in the new year, we'll see. If I can find a good place to get a hold of the game. That being said, I did install Blur, like, years ago, and I've still not played it. Because everyone's like, oh, Blur's so great, Blur's so great, Blur's so great. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll install it. I'll give it a shot. See how it interprets the sort of, like, kart racer, but with real cars sort of idea. Ooh, I'm going into the wall. Oh, ow. Kept my foot in it. It worked. But yeah, it has to settle. That somehow worked. I fucked that up, but it worked. Get grip it easier, I think, because of my way there's games to Windows Live just like Dirt 2. Yeah, it probably does. I'll have to check it out at some point in time. But yeah, I've got a lot of games on the plate. There's like a random thing I've been playing recently, actually, is the I don't know how much I'll probably play it beyond it. But I'm somewhat tempted to pick up Virtua Fighter 5, because I've been playing the beta a little bit. It's been pretty fun, actually. Never really played a Virtua Fighter game properly. I'd played Fightin' Vipers and Fighters Mega Mix, which has, like, the fighting of Virtua Fighter characters in it. At least up until, like, Virtua Fighter 3, I think? And I guess technically I've also played DOA 5, which has them in, but that's a wildly different game. Yeah, their inclusion in DOA 5 is so random. So you got all the DOA characters, and there's just Virtua Fighter 5 characters. It's like, okay. Ow. Fuck. He's not gonna go crazy. Okay. Don't let Mattia hypnotize me. Too late. I think he's too fast anyway for it to really work. He needs to drive slower if he wants to get the full effect. Like, I think my goal for this race, realistically, is second place, now that he's gotten past me. I was only realistically in for a chance of winning if I kept him behind. Unless he makes a big mistake somewhere. But I think I'm more prone to doing that than he is. You know, I already hit the wall a couple of times already. So it's mostly just going to be trying to keep Mart and Yari behind me for the remainder of this. Which could still be quite saucy on its own. Mart had some speed before he wrecked himself out. So he's definitely going to be a bit of a thorn, I think. Unless he wrecks himself out again. Yeah, 153, as we all do 55s. I can do 54s. I proved it last time. But yeah, 53s, fat chance. Mattia's just got this track figured out way better than anyone. Probably some really simple things I'm missing to gain time, but driving good enough to, I think, thwart these guys, so. Check easy. Where's your registration then, huh? Oh, no. Ow. That's going on Mark to catch back up. Seems like Yari and Robert are in a bit of a duel. As a cool little bit of news, I'll probably repeat this again later on throughout the night. But if you remember early on in the year, I was talking about how I wanted to get my old PC working as a kind of server. Well, I finally got around to doing that, and it works. I think the drive might be dying, because it doesn't take a lot to make it hit 100% on the disk. When I look at it in Task Manager, which isn't good, but it works. I've tested AC on it and can host the server perfectly fine, which is cool. It's just like a really primitive setup at the moment. But yeah, might make it into something a bit more robust later down the line. I'm still yet to fully decide on what direction I want to take it, but yeah, I definitely... It definitely means that the special events from 2023, they're back on. I could have done them last year, but I just kind of... Laziness and a scuffed schedule with all the house stuff, especially earlier on in the year, kind of kicked me off, or made me lose motivation for doing them. Also, that I didn't have this set up. Like, having my own server set up now is going to be great, because, you know, I like to host stuff and put stuff up, but obviously I've never had... I've hit this wall again! Shit at this corner. Yeah, like, I like having... Yeah, I like hosting stuff, I like putting out events for people and stuff to have fun and whatnot, but I've always found it kind of awkward, because I don't like going to people constantly being like, hey, can I borrow your server, or hey, can I do this, and it's like, you know, I have the knowledge and know-how, and for the bits I don't know and don't know how, I have internet and friends who know, to help me get this all set up and, like, super robust. Like, I knew how to do all the basic stuff, but if I want to do anything more crazy with this, which I might do, like actually making it into like a proper server rather than just being like a computer running AC on it. Then yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I can finally self-host stuff now, so I like that. I have a Linux box that I used to host a series of friends. I could set up that server even when not home. Yeah, that's kind of the thing I might get to eventually as well. But yeah, It's definitely something I'm gonna get use out of. Because I used to, for the special events we did, the Race of Binners and Binwood, and I used to do a bunch of races with friends on AC. All of those were leveraged through a close friends server. But I always felt he was always willing to lend it to me for free. Like, some server space gave me, like, remote access and all the... Oh, Mart's hit the wall. That's going to help me quite a lot, actually. And whatnot, which is nice of him, you know. He didn't have to for so long. And he was always willing to, like, help out and stuff, but having it all be in-house just makes my life so much easier, you know. It does make me a single point of failure, but when it's me hosting stuff, it's kind of dependent on me anyway, so... You know. Annoyingly, I did buy like a little screen for it. Oh, he's overcooked that big star. Oh no, he hasn't. I'm overcooked this big star now because I was too busy looking in my mirror. Bollocks. Oh, we're fine though. He's still far back. Yeah, a little annoyance is that I did buy a screen for it. I didn't use like a pre-existing screen. A, because I wanted a really small screen for it, and B, the screen I found is actually pretty. It just works through like US 152. Holy shit! It just runs through like It's just power. It's designed for laptops, so it's just powered through like the computer. It doesn't need its own socket, so it, like, doesn't use a lot of power at all. And still does like 1080p, 16:9, which is pretty good. Pitching months, we don't have to do another lap. Never mind. No, we would have to do another lap because that speedy van out ahead. This corner's always tighter than you think it is. Oh, Mats, he went for it there. I guess he had nothing to lose. But he overcooked that one big time. Yeah, but yeah, I got the screen for it, and the screen was like all burnt in. I've arranged to get like a replacement, but I don't know when I'm gonna get that. So, been like going through with the support people for the company. But obviously it's like a Chinese company, so like the responses are all out of whack and stuff like that. Like, I think I got the most recent reply at like 4 AM. But yeah, I am half tempted to buy an SSD for it and new RAM. Oh, almost to 53. Because I yeah, I'm tempted to buy an SSD, obviously, because the I think the drive might be dying, and obviously it'll be faster. I'm also tempted to buy new RAM for it because the old RAM, while the old RAM was technically an upgrade because I went from 8 to 16, one big problem with the old RAM was that I was broke and didn't know any better at the time, because this was like years and years ago. Oh my god, it saved both races? Miracle! Nothing much happened in the races though, so... Rare case where that actually happened though, holy shit. But yeah, the old, or the RAM that it has in it, it's 16 gig, but it's like really slow. It's like 1600 megahertz DDR3 or something stupid like that, but like broadcast me, it was like, I want better RAM, but I don't have money. I got double fucked with that RAM back then, because when they sent it to me, someone along the way obviously wanted the RAM for themselves. So they'd opened up the package and replaced it with two 1 gig sticks. So I got it, I put it in my computer, and I was like, my computer's awfully slow. Oh, might have to back up big time there. See, I already didn't get a good start. And then I eventually found out like two 1 gig sticks. I was like, what the f***? I had to get it replaced and get new ones sent. Yeah, this is pretty decisive, to be honest. In the race. Wasn't able to get past him. That's pretty much where I stayed. It's surprisingly tricky to overtake. Oh yeah, I did try here. It's surprisingly tricky to overtake these transits. Oh, yep. Mark did too. Synchronize walking. But I'm not gonna have too many incident points, but we'll see. I got right up here. But the nature of this track really, yeah, I shouldn't have gone to second gear. Kind of fucked me. I shouldn't have gone to second. I maybe could have held it if I hadn't. But obviously, yeah, the way this track is designed is actually pretty good for racing. You can like dive in some of these corners. You can really get alongside people and then switch back on them. And like, yeah, this long straight allows for slipstreaming as well. Pretty big slipstreaming. I braked earlier than he did. I was hoping he was going to overshoot. Kind of did a bit. But obviously he was able to then stick wide. I bounced off the curb, which I think slowed me down. Tried to cut back here, but I didn't really do anything. Stuck it on the outside and then put it in second gear again, I think. No, I didn't. I didn't like that. Miracle. Miracles do happen. Give him a little bump there. And here I think I second gear. If I had done... If I wasn't... Yeah, there you go, second gear. Yep, big old drift. I think I spooked Mart there a bit, definitely. Yeah, if I didn't jump into second gear so many times in this race, I think I probably could have... Maybe not overtaken Yari, but I definitely would have had more cracks at it. But I kept fucking myself by putting the car in second gear and almost killing myself. Basically my race, really. Mart did die. What did he... I want to see that death, actually. That was very spectacular. He's really dead. Oh, I think he just grabbed the throttle too early. He lifted, but he was too eager. Bang. Completely spun around, but he's at like such an awkward angle. And that screwed him. Did he get any places back before the end? No. Peak at race. Let's see that stuff. Fucked. Interesting to see how that actually went down. Too many vans in one space, but I definitely fucked up and bottled up everyone. Yeah, just finishing third put me on the front row. This is the first front row start I've had. I could be wrong. Immediately went to... oh shit. Immediately went to work on jumping Robert, which proved successful because he's pretty slow out of here at the outside, which worked. And then here I fucked it all up. Oh, actually... yeah, I just about made it. But I think, yeah, he got such a better run. He tried going for the cutback, but he ran out of road. Yeah, pretty tight through there, so... I luckily still held the lead, but that did allow Mattia to jump a lot of people. I think Robert actually dinged the wall there a little bit. Oh, and he had to shimmy. Oh, no, he did. He did hit the wall. Line astern back there, though. Yeah, Mattia just carried so much more speed for that last turn than I did. He definitely... Yeah, I lifted. I guess he didn't. He got the turning point right. Had more confidence, which, yeah. Not really much I could have done. Got me hook, line, and sinker, really. I was just hoping I could maybe try and do something around here. Could have dived him up the inside, but I didn't think that was really going to be worthwhile. And then here I think I hit the wall. Getting deep. And... Yep, there you go. Oh, wow. Look at that hitbox gore. Look at that. Slow motion. I'm hitting the wall there. Where does it start hitting the wall? Okay, you can see the van's starting to tilt up now. It's pushing against the wall. I don't know about you. But, you could fit a bicycle up there. It's kind of a bruh. I haven't noticed that before. I don't know if that's always been like that. Or if that's just like a transit. No, it can't be. I don't know, but that is... It's pretty egregious, actually. There's a healthy gap between the wall hitbox and the actual wall. It's closer to the curb, but... A bit silly that the wall doesn't actually match. Get the wall out here. It's weird how the wall kind of blends in there. Yeah, pulled away from that bit here. I think I hit the wall again, didn't I? Come on. Again, yeah, I don't actually hit the wall. Oh, maybe I do here. Oh, it's 2x fast. Okay, that's more acceptable. Okay, I don't think I exactly hit the wall, but it's more acceptable. It's like only like an inch out, like maybe like 3-4 centimeters. And then I was able to successfully keep him behind. He died somewhere again, did he not? Oh right, it's on the last lap, yeah. See what he does. And I was just trying to go as fast as I could. Ooh. He's trying. What are those track limits? Trying every card of the book because he knows it's the last lap. Cheeky bugger. Right, see, where did he break here? Ooh, the shorter gears. Fair. No. Yeah, he went too hard into there. I think he held on to the position there. Yeah, he did. Oh, he was close to losing. Did he mess up again? Oh, he already crossed the finish line there. Oh, he's pretty rubbish. Oh, he hit the wall there again. He just on Turt Rally 2 again. Fair enough. Okay, I'm registered. Coolio. Let me bring up the results for that one. Do a quick look through those. I don't know if this is gonna be... Next week is gonna be interesting. I think I need to think of backup plans for the racing next week. Because I don't know if we're gonna get a grid. I'm gonna register, but whether or not we actually get people is different. I might just do something silly instead. But yeah, race 1, Mattia dominated, 52.8, insane speed. Yari in second, oh, me on 7 incident points, not on 7 incident points as well. 5 for Michael, 2 for Robert, everyone got incident points. Whoa. Brutal. Yeah, wow, look at that. Almost 2 seconds faster than the rest of the grid. 54.3 from Yari, 54.1 from myself, 55.4 from Robert, 56.4 from Michael, and 54.4 from Mart. And a bit of shuffling around back there, especially of Mart's demise, but kind of stabilized towards the end. Race 2, a little bit more stable after the start. Don't know why it always cuts off lap 1 on these double races, but it does. Yeah, this time I think we more filtered out into like our pace groups. I got 5 incident points, Mark got 6. Again, everyone got at least 1. Mike or Robert also got 6. So not a good one. What's my incident average at now? It's steadily climbing up. 1.33. Oh, no. Might be at 1.4 by the end of this season if it keeps up. Yeah, Mattia wins. 52.5, insane speed. 54.1 from me, pretty much the same as last time. 54.4 from Mark, 54.8 from Yari, 54.9 from Robert, and a 55.4 from Michael. So yeah, actually filtered out into pace this time. Overall championship standings. I don't think a lot has changed. Me and Yari are tied. That's definitely a much stronger round for me. It's my strongest round yet, actually. Yeah. The second, third place, and a second place, so that was a double podium, which is good. Phil, unfortunately, missed this week. Mattia is dominant out front, 5 wins. Everyone else only has 1 or none. So yeah, he holds, what's that? 33-point lead, over Robert. Incident averages are pretty high, 4.4, 2.8, 1.4, 4.6, 2.3, and a 6.7. Oh. Shanghai was definitely a bit of, I think most of them came from Shanghai, to be honest. Shanghai was definitely a bit of a bonk fest. St. Pete next week. Again, I don't know if we're gonna have a grid next week or not. We'll see. But I will be around next week. Whether I'm around for the final week, I can't guarantee, but I hope to be. But next week, definitely will be. But yeah, quick little bit of practice in the... Oh, shit. I realized I wasn't even showing them, but... There you go, quick peek at the results. There you go, there's one. There's the other, woo. There's the other, woo. Amazing. I'm such a great streamer, I don't forget anything. Never, no. Okay. Time to grab the old Skoda. I think this is probably going to be another short stream tonight as well. Unless people have anything they explicitly want me to do after the racing, I think I will likely be escaping. There are a couple of bits I want to sort out. Also, just kind of want to relax after all of this for a bit, but yeah, we'll see. Come the end. But yeah, I also do want to get out, obviously I was talking earlier about the server, I do want to get up a, I do want to get up an announcement for the server schedule for next year, for the events. Been kind of holding off on talking about it too much until I got this all set up and tested that it worked. Now that I have, I'm happy to sort of, you know, be like, yeah, we're doing this. Helps you guys keep me accountable as well. Ah, yes, my favorite, map.png. Oh no, it's just map.png for the... Well, so we're doing this mapless, I guess. Struggle up the hill. It's going to be interesting. Speed up to turn one. Bit of understeer that. Felt like the iOS setup would have been good. It seems like it is reasonable. Might want to make it a little more loosey-goosey though. We'll see. Locking up into the hairpin down here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to pivot enough. Might be able to do some stuff to fix that. Might also just be cold tires, to be honest. They do seem to be a bit cold. I think I could definitely afford to make the gears a little bit shorter here. Get a bit more power up the hill. Installed a new version of this that fixed the map. Hope no checksum errors. Ooh. There's a new version? When did that come out? You got a setup for the Skoda. Do, but it's nothing crazy. I think the tire pressures need changing for here, but I'm not fully sure. Probably can raise them a bit, I think. I'll go back and quickly look at it in a second. Just want to bet it in a bit more. Make sure that the setup isn't a complete dud. Oh. Yeah, one thing to note, This car does get a little squirrely under braking sometimes. Yeah, definitely want to shorten the gear ratio a little bit, because it's not going up this hill very well. So it's what, +1 on the rear left, +3 on both the right sides. Okay. So I want to do +1, +3, +3. Gearing. Maybe that. I think that might do it. On the gear ratios. So I've got the gear ratio set at the lowest. The tires is 22, 23 on the front, 27, 27 on the back. The fuel, 8 liters, which I think is, yeah, it's about right. This car doesn't need a lot of fuel at all. The tow is neutraled out. I don't know if I've changed anything on the dampers, but there's the numbers there. The brake power, I've lowered it a little bit, because the car doesn't need all the brake power it has. I might lower it a little bit more, actually. Because I'm locking up a little bit. And then I've basically I've softened the rear, but I've moved the ARB and basically lowered the car as much as it will let me. Within the setup sort of realms. But yeah, I don't think I've done... There's a lot you could change on the car, really. But the big one is the gear ratio. I haven't tested this gear ratio, but I think it will be better. I'll test it now. But yeah, the big thing is the gear ratio. So this car doesn't have a lot of power, so they're really important. If you get them wrong, you're going to be struggling for power, or out of like some of the areas, or not have enough straight line. Yeah, it's definitely helping up the hill, picking up more speed. I don't think I was really getting fast enough down the hill to really make the things bad. Whoa. The steer on the cold tires. On the server, that won't be a problem. I never have tire warmers on because I'm an idiot. Okay, gotta be careful in that downhill braking zone, it locks up quite a lot. Oh shit, it's like time. I didn't get the ping, so I hope I'm actually registered. I did register, I'm pretty certain, but we'll see. Quick little shake down the hill. Okay, that's fine. Not topping out. I get so much more. Yeah, look at that. So much more drive up the hill. Gonna beat my lap was worse in everywhere, but the gear ratio change means that I'm just better up the hill, which is gonna make a world. Yeah, it makes a world of difference. How to count. Okay, cool. I want to do some more playing around with like the geometry and stuff when we get in there, but it's largely fine. I might wanna make the car a little more responsive, but I will have to see. Gotta get in the server first. I did definitely register, right? Oh, it doesn't show. No. My short stream today. Well, as I said, there's things I want to sort out afterwards that I didn't get around to sorting out earlier. And then I also just want some time to just chill. My brain is kind of melted after work today, so I kind of want to just spend a little bit of time doing nada. Oh well, not worrying about having to, like, exist in front of a camera and be entertaining. Okay, cool. I am registered. And immediately onto qualified. Way. We'll just run this setup and then we can make tweaks as we go. Just going to try and maximize my run time here in qualifying. Try and get the most out of it. Oh, big change. My tires are now hot. They've gone from being cold to being hot. Hopefully they cool down. Otherwise I might have to change the tire pressures. Jim had the right idea though with that corner, going in very deep. It does seem like they're settling down a bit, the tires, but I might still have to drop the pressures a bit. I did get a funny comment the other day. Ooh, going really deep. When like I posted like a Discord clip into like into like a sort of another server that I'm in, and one of the people there was like, "I'm surprised you have that enabled." And I was like, "Oh, why?" They're like, "Oh, because of like privacy stuff, you know, like people can record your voice and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Yeah," but at the same time, I also don't really care. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like at least what I say in, I might say some more personal stuff, but like what I say in like voice chats of friends and stuff is like literally 90% of what I would say here. You know? So it's like, I don't really care. I'm spatting the same crap either way. I'll happily go onto YouTube and blast about a load of nonsense for like 5-6 hours every week. Well, as of late, it's been a bit shorter, but reasons. So, oh my god, it's really bouncing over those. Oh, the understeer. Privacy. The best thing is, it's like, I'm only usually ever in voice chats with friends, and so it's like, I know when they have clipping on and stuff, and like, they're not gonna... Yeah, I don't think I ever say anything like incriminating. And at the same time, the thing I thought was really funny about that is like, if you're trying to like, get some like uber privacy exposing stuff, like, you're not going to use Discord clips for that. Come on. You're going to be, like, secretly recording with OBS in the background or some shit. Like, at that point, it's just paranoia, really. Yeah, this isn't feeling particularly great. Like, sure, it can be used against you in some cases. I'm not going to deny that, but, like, at the same time, it's like there are things that are much bigger threats to your internet privacy that are definitely a lot harder to counter against. I think a lot of people might not think about. Sound like comparison. I might try that actually. See what that does to the car. I definitely want a bit more rear motion, I think. So I'm going to bump the rear suspension up a bit. That's feeling better, the turning. Ooh, I shouldn't have loaded the brake bias. That was a bad idea. Alright, so back to 62. But yeah, it's like I try and be honest and like myself whenever I do things. So like, you know, the me you get here is basically the same me that you would get in like a voice chat or something. You know, there isn't really any difference inherently. Is definitely feeling a lot more alive now. Those bumps kill her through that chicane. Slide off that curb. Big speed on the downhill. It's a pretty fun track though, I'm liking it. In this car.
Skins unavailable. Carry on.
Oh, hush. I think I'm bogging a bit though when I jump into fourth, so I think I want a longer third. Saying I could basically drop pressure in each of the corners. So we'll do that. 102. That's too fast. I guess this is probably the best gear ratio, I think. Picks, it's a bit janky. Skins unavailable. Carry on. Yep. I will do. I don't know if it's trying to grab someone's skin and keeps failing, or if, like, there just are no more skins to grab, I don't know. Slow up a bit so I can... 106, damn. 7 temps off, god. 4 temps off the next car. I got time to gain. Try to get the run up in qualifying almost starts here. I feel like you gotta carry the momentum down the hill. So you can carry momentum back up it. Get 2 shots at this if I'm lucky. Oh yeah, that chicane is definitely awkward. Over 1.3 seconds, Christ. That's a huge jump. Oh, 107.1. It's a big improvement. Sliding too much for some of these corners. I bucketed that up a bit? Yeah, I have. Okay, I think the car's good though. Car good, driver not so much. Push the brake bias back forward, and I think we're good. I don't think there's any way to get a better gear ratio than what I have. Yeah. No. It's definitely the one to stick with. Not gonna make any last minute changes like I have done. Puts me 4th. 7 temps off the pace, blimey. Robert is flying. Got quite a big grid here for this little track. Lining up between Rob and Yari. A little bit of horn tomfoolery. Most disappointed when a car in EC doesn't have the horn. Double start. Put nitrous in the Skoda. Oh, thank God. Oh, someone's gone off at the back there. Try to be careful. I think I might have screwed Rob a bit there. Didn't intend to, but that's kind of how it worked out. Oh. Right into that braking zone. Rob's coming up the inside. He's done it. But I've got the inside coming into this next hairpin. Which I'm gonna go. Just left the inside open. This is mine for the taking. I have to leave him space though. Oh, I think he went off a bit. I don't know where he is. He's there. I think I gave him space. Not sure. Have to look back on the replay. And get a great run out of there, though. Robert has checked out, though. Curbs. And that second curb really slows you down. Getting that turning again. This time I need to add fuel. Uh-oh. Hopefully that's not true. Oh, chaos behind it seems. And that was a load of people getting separate wiggles, or if there was contact. I saw a load of cars scattering. Oh, I went too deep into that. Being costed me on the uphill. But I'm clear of the rest of the pack, which is good. Okay, fuel has corrected itself. We're good. In the green comfortably. Got a long first corner. I've got to really wait for that pickup point. Oh, big bottom out there. I think unlocking the keys to that chicane is going to be the keys to my position at the end of this. Seems like he's checking away from the rest of the pack though. So that is going to be something to keep an eye on also, how he progresses up to me. I lost even more speed that time coming into there. See, Jim carries a really wide berth into there, but I'm not really sure if that helps him out much. That's a better line. Not great, but better. Pretty tough corners here, to be honest. Not a lot of markers to go off either. That thing right in the cab there is helping me, really. Should probably stop doing that. Rear end slide. We're good. She made a better run through that than Yari did, which is good. Pulling away a bit from him. 170. I like to see. Get a bit too much slippage on this rear end though, which I'm not liking to see. Oh, big old jump off that curb. Just really put me out to shore there. Definitely brake later into there, but I was kind of all over the place. I just wanted to make the corner. I think maybe some front ARB would have helped me here, but oh well. Too late now. Just gotta roll with it. Okay, the best run through that. At least speed-wise, line was pretty poor, but could always correct that. 106.9. But that's not a line I want to run consistently, because that was pretty horrible. I nearly died. If I tidy it up, more speed is on the table, that's for sure. I don't like riding that curb at all. I don't want to do it. Overcooked it low on the exit. Not good. Seems like I'm pulling away from Yari a bit, and I'm closing a little bit on Jim. I need to avoid that sliding on the entry, but it seems like he got a big slide. He is, he's hit a real bad spot. Yeah, you fuck up that corner and you are doomed. Look at him struggle up the hill. It's unlucky. Try and minimize that curb hit. Maybe I should brake lock up. Going really deep there. I think I need to try and minimize that first curb strike. Oh, that curb doesn't help. Decent speed through there. I'm out of slipstream range, so he's not going to be getting any advantage. Oh, that was good. That was good. I fucked this corner again, though. So I've installed Auto Rally Soda Corsa, Atlas Dirt Rally 2.0, F1 2020, and Fallout 4. I think I'm good for this year. Fair enough. I have way more games than that, but that's a whole different story. I have too many games, to be honest. So much so I frequently get hit with a bit of choice paralysis. I kind of just collect cool shit and then it just stays on my computer. That was not a great run through there that time, though. Yeah, I break it into the 106s. Hitting that first curb is definitely key. I am understeering here a bit. We're good. Can lock up there, which is good also. It's right out to the edge there. Okay, Jim has caught up a bit. That's okay. Good. Good, good. Pulling away a bit. Doesn't ride that curb well at all. Then into the lockup there. Like to reinstall Cody's Golden Earring games. Fair enough. Was good. Crisp. I'm trying to avoid that curb this time. Licked it a little bit, but it's okay. Seems like Jim got a really good run through there as well, though. 106.8. Best lap yet. Jim might have gotten a bit of a slide out of there. Dropped a couple of temps on the exit. It's not a great entry, but it'll do. Seven minutes on the clock. So we've got quite a few runs around to go. That was apparently another personal best. Basically, really want to focus on that exit from here. Much better for all of these corners. Don't think I would be able to build the pace to go and hunt down Robert, but in the time we got left, but definitely have time to sit more comfortably in this second place. Hopefully hold it till the end. Okay. Not great, not terrible. 106.5. Now I'm running 106.8. Oh, I stuck braking traction there. Fuck you, AC. Fuck you. Hate it when AC does that. But my biggest gripe with its physics model is when the tires just say, "No, not gripping." It's like when the car's gripped, AC feels great. When the car loses grip, it doesn't feel so great. Especially laterally. Oh, there's a lot of speed there. Oh, almost couldn't keep it on the road with how much speed I held into there. But it worked. I think, kinda. Actually would have been a fast lap were it not for that abysmal first corner exit where I just disconnected the wheels from the ground. Bloody curb. Bane of my existence, really. Feels good to actually have the right setup on this car, though. Fucked over 2 races by not. It could have been pretty promising. I could have been really competitive this whole season, but I only have myself to blame on my shitty setup skills. Or shitty setup double guessing. Pulling away bit by bit, which is pretty good. Actually on pace for Robert there. That's more because he had a bit of a slower lap than I had a insanely quick one. Oh, that bottom out was not pretty. It's a fun little track. The hill adds a unique challenge, or like the fact that it's on a steep incline adds a pretty unique challenge in this car. Of course, Jim found that out the hard way. Just how important this uphill is, and getting it wrong is literally a death sentence. That's right, I nearly got it wrong then, but got away with it. Wasn't a quick entry, he's definitely chipping away a little bit of time on me, but it was not awful. Yeah, 107.3, it's pretty slow by recent lap standards, but I can afford a couple of slow laps. Definitely have a bit more of a margin now to play with. Not really going to be catching Robert, I don't think, before the end of this. He's just too quick. Track down to a T. Can't speed through, not quite. Bleed off more than I wanted to. We are about 3 seconds ahead. 2 more laps to go after this one. It's actually a personal best. I get very incremental knocks out of my PBs. Every time I get one. Like I think I've done like a shitload of 106.8s, but I can't seem to break the 106.8 barrier. Seems to be like my limit here. If I could break the 106.8, that'd be pretty cool. but I'm gonna prioritize survival over speed, I think. I'm gonna try. Don't get me wrong on that one, but I'd rather keep the second place than go Hail Mary on a fastest lap attempt. This exit from here isn't gonna do me massive favors on securing that dream. That wasn't the best exit I could have asked for. .069 wasn't too bad though. Foot in it, gotta lift a bit, just got wide. Tried a bit of a different line through there, whether that'll pay off or not, we'll see. The later throttle pick up from there as well. Seems to have worked. I'm just gonna nail this. Oh yeah, that was good. Keep the line. Oh, I got a wobble. I killed it. I slid. Still kept reasonable momentum, I think, though. But yeah, it's killed it on the exit. That was a 107.6. I think that slide killed it. Damn it. Oh, that was fun, though. I enjoyed that. I think it's worth dealing with the gremlins and the VRA PS2 if it means not dealing with the PC ports. All this installs complete R. Also map.png, yeah, map.png. Love me map.png. Ooh. But yeah, from what I've heard, the V-Rally 3 on the PC is not worth it. So, yeah, you'd be better off wrangling with the PS2 emulation problems. Because, yeah, I always usually try and go for the PC version of a game if it's available, but for, yeah, what I heard, it's not great. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Trying to get the replay up here. Yeah, it's quite an interesting track. Worked out a lot better. But worked out pretty well. Racing, at least where I was, wasn't that tight, but the track kept things interesting. Meant that I couldn't really rest. This gym kept pressuring me the whole way through. Would have been interesting to see how that battle would have played out, though, if he didn't get a miss shift. I think he probably would have lost the spot to me anyways, because I think he blew the corner. And it was the uphill corner, but yeah, missing the shift was the real name in the coffin. That's very tiring. Yeah, I'm quite hot as well. Screwed the setup, definitely could not get 106. I hit a ceiling at like 106.8. I couldn't go beyond that. I don't know how Robert was going faster. He just had insane speed. He's the finished race? Yeah, good to hear. I got a pretty good start. I don't know if anything really happened behind, but... Oh, yeah. Tried. Yeah, I accidentally squeezed Rob a bit there. There was more space, but it seemed like he was maybe heading that way already. But yeah, could have. But yeah, those bumps, I don't know if it was just me and my setup, but I was struggling over those bumps. I had to be very careful. I was basically trying a different line in there every lap. Just wait, hang on. I gotta check something. Oh, wrong camera. Oh my god, it is! I was like, oh, this texture looks weirdly like cars. Don't tell me to just bake, like, an image of cars from Google Maps. They have. Oh, no. That looks dreadful. There's more over here, too. Oh, my God. They've done it for the whole Ibisu complex. There's the other track. And there's one of the other layouts. Here's all the other layouts. I mean, this is fine, because it's outside of the track. But, like... This... There's one Jeep. A couple of... There's, like, cars everywhere. Same here. Can you actually get back here? Oh my god, they're like raised up as well. You could drive back here, I think, yeah. You can go into this hole to nowhere. Oh my god. Alright, back to the actual race. I just saw that and couldn't help but look. I think it's the track with like the floaty grass as well, yeah. What happened to Rob here? Oh, I think he spooked himself. Yeah, I definitely left him enough space. You see, he straightens up. Unless there was some funny netcode stuff, but... only he knows the truth for that one. It doesn't look like it was a netcode stuff. I think he just spooked. Yeah, because like, yeah, I left plenty of space. I felt like I did. But did I saw him touch the grass? I wasn't fully sure. Yeah. I think he just spooked himself and... went out there. I knew he was there, so... I tried my best. And that put us out like so. Actually, yeah, did he get past me? I forget. If I go back. Actually, yeah, he did. Yeah, he got a much... I was too busy looking at those cars, yeah. He did a really good job on the braking, got up the inside, and then had a really nice exit out. Yeah, map.png. Yeah, that's what the track map actually looks like. And then, yeah, spooked himself there. And that was that. Pretty much. I think Yari then jumps in. Yari jumping immediately? No. Alright, he tries on the uphill. Does he get him into turn 1? Probably through here. Well, I'd be down into the braking. Ooh. Martin Hanu going at it as well. Okay, yeah, he doesn't quite get him yet. Does he go around the outside? Oh, Rob eats too much curb. Oh, it's unlucky. Oh yeah, this is where I saw all the cars sliding. Yeah, so he gets... I think he rides just up a little too far and, yeah, loses the rear. Hanu, I think, does the same behind. He loses the rear as well. Let's see. Oh, yeah, definitely. He rides that curb too hard. Which puts both him and Rob out of sync. Maziari through. And Mark through on Hanu. Up front, though, he's working on trying to hunt down Jim. Yeah, this use the curb to turn sometimes too much. Fair enough. Yeah, this chicane here, I struggled. Those curbs were eating me alive. I was trying different lines every time. For the first few laps, I kept hitting this curb too hard, and it was really unsettling me coming into here, either putting me on like a wide trajectory or like knocking me out of balance. So I started trying to attack the first curb more, but then like that also wasn't really reliable. Boring car with us horsepower Nissan Skyline 34 pushing P2. This car is better than that trash. Get out of here. Big slide there. That didn't help me. Yeah, oh, look at that. Yeah, you can see it here. I go in a bit too hot. Get a bounce there, and then it just throws the front end up into the sky, and I'm like, uh-oh. And that just, like, really threw my balance off. Luckily, I kept it. Yeah, just absolutely dug in. Look at that. Wheelie in the Skoda. Till next time. Alright, take us to it. Good to see you around. Yeah. Look at the grass, but we're pretty good. We lived. Let's see where... Main part was when Jim lost it down here. We get a bit of grass. Oh, a bit of grass on the entry. I also like ducks in a bit, so I think that bounced the car up. That puts him wide. Yeah, he's already, look at that, he's already way slow. Loses so much speed from that. Oh yeah, and then he tries to downshift the second to get the power kick. But he misses the shift, it doesn't go into gear. I don't know. What does it? And I think it does go into gear. Or does it? Yeah, I think it does, because I was able to show neutral. But yeah, second gear was just too short. And, whoosh, away I go. That was basically my race. I was trying to catch Robert, but... Let's see what he's doing, actually. I'm curious. Because he was class of the field easily. Put it on board. He really didn't put a foot wrong. Okay. Of course, AC doesn't actually show the brakes properly for him, so we'll never know how he actually brakes. But, how does he take here? Okay, full off the throttle, back on. Takes that first curb, then yeah, ooh, okay, this wasn't a great lap from him. But I think, yeah, he definitely was trying to do what I was doing as well. Just take more of that first curb than the second one. Because it's kind of hard to do that quickly without hitting one of them. And I feel like you'd rather have it be the first than the second. Oh, he really gets over the curb there. Let's see what he does down here. Pretty much the same. Actually wasn't great that time. About, like... next lap. Same thing again, kind of. Yeah, it's really hard to be consistent through there. Show it over and over. Can if you want. Okay. I think, yeah, I mean, we seem to have pretty similar... There's a couple little differences. But I think in general, he's just having more confidence and executing better. I don't know if there's anything... back here. Oh, Mark gets real sideways. See how this was going out back here. Look at it from the Tia's point of view, see where he was going. See what he was doing. Oh, still got a bit squirrely there. Allowed Mattia past Henning. Then I'll get Mattia past Stewart. Nice, easy overtake up the hill. Oh, look at these two going at it. Alright, this is what we saw earlier. Yeah. Because then he goes too much on the curb here. Yeah. Whoop. Minus the brake. And that allows me... Oh no, it allows Mark through. There's another two through. I'm getting all muddled up here, bloody hell. I believe he closes right up here. Is he going to take a shot? He does. Oh, he locks up a little bit, so he... a bit more cautious. Oh, it's really back there. Is he doing that? Oh, I guess he just carries too much speed into the middle, onto the apex. So it washes out. That gets Mattia through. Mattia braked into that? He did? Huh. Interesting. Rob goes wide, Mark. Ooh. Ooh. I think, Rob looks like he's sliding. Yeah, I think he eats that. Oh yeah, he eats that curb good. Oh yeah, that rear end's been thrown. Yeah. Let's see what he's doing on the wheel. Oh yeah, he slides a bit. I think he was just trying to get it to turn. So it just kind of ended up in the wrong place. Because Mark was steaming through. He made contact. Luckily, nothing bad happened. That could have easily have gotten way worse. I mean, I've had worse happen for lesser incidents. Hanu trying it up the inside of Mattia. Crazy stuff. But things stay as they are. Rob actually pulls away a little bit. As Mattia closes up to Mark. Does he do anything? Gets a run on him up the hill, but can't really do much about it. But it sounds of things, it seems like where Mattia might have stayed, around this sort of position. Because Rob was saying they had a pretty good battle. Wow, that was really close up the hill. He's really trying to get that slipstream on him. Probably not as effective up the hill as it would be on the plateau, because obviously the car's struggling as it is. It kind of ends up being like the slipstream in the transit van, where because of the transit van's lack of power, it's really not that great. Mark got sideways. Pushes Mattia into checking up. Not locked. Oh, Mattia locked up there. Rob is getting away. See what Mattia does. Mark gets real wide there. Keeps it. He fucks it here. Goes way too wide. I think he gets a bit of grass. Yep, bit of grass. Nom nom. And does not? Really? Magic seeing triple oranges. Oh, Mattia got a slip as well. Ah, okay. Yeah, they both got that a bit wrong. He crashed into him again. I think he's got to get past him at some point now. Yeah. Forces his nose up the inside here. Mark takes the racing line. He's like, alright, fine. I'll go up the inside. Pretty much lets him have it. I guess Mattia probably breaks away from this little group. Oh no, not quite. Gets slipstreamed up the hill, I think. Yeah. Nice run. Going into here. Yeah, these two are pretty close still. What are we like? Yeah, basically halfway in. Ooh. Mark all over the road trying to find a way past. Oh, Mattia got a slide into there. And no door there, so he tries the outside. He bungles it though. Tries to get the run on the exit, but nah, doesn't get anything. If Mattia was running a bit of a funny sub, see whether he... you know, I think he might have been running... Yeah, I think he was running too short a gear ratio. He's hitting 4th at, like... basically no speed at all, really. I think. Yeah, no, because I was carrying third all the way up the hill. Maybe he's topping out when he gets, like... Oh, he is fully topping out when he gets to the braking zone there, yeah. I don't think that really worked for him. He pulled away from these two. But yeah, he bogs out there. I guess he sets off to catch Rob. These two get up to any more shenanigans. Try and actually chase Mattia back down. It seems like everyone's a little bit spread at the moment on the track. I don't know if they get tighter towards the end. Oh, yeah, and we slipped up there a bit. Focus on Mattia. I think he's going to be the one realistically making up ground. Oh, Rob got it wrong there. Mattia didn't get it right either, but there's a huge slide. Oh, yeah, down into the 40s. Youch. Yeah, just carried too much speed in, lost the rear. Oh, it's brutal. Might want a bit off-roading later. Oh no. I've gone to the wrong person, haven't I? Yep. Do you know what lap he did that? Mattia got a terrible run through there as well. But it wasn't as bad, so he actually gained. He clawed in a lot, yeah. The difference getting that hill wrong can make brutal. Upton gets really sideways here. Yeah, I think the TSG ratio is definitely a bit off. I don't think it really worked for him. Very close quarters through there. Be interesting to see what his actual lap times were at the end. I don't really know what kind of pace he was running. Doesn't tell me on the UI because Assetto calls for replays are bad at displaying information. I hope in AC Evo the replays give us more information. It sucks how little information they actually give us here. Oh, pretty close stuff here. Pushed Robin's going deep, but Rob holds his ground. Oh, shit. Okay, back to where we were. I think. There or thereabouts. And Rob gets a pretty poor run up the hill again. And not as bad as last time. He looked, he wasn't willing to go hard in. I think he was looking for something there, but he didn't get what he wanted. So he kind of had to admit defeat. Rob again, though, rubbish up the hill. It's Mattia right back on his heels. I think if he'd gotten the uphill sorted, I think he would have left Mattia in the... Probably would have been a lot closer to our spot as well. The front there. But I think, yeah, he just couldn't find the balance. And Mattia gets up the inside. Trying to cut back. That didn't really do anything though. Cut back to nowhere. slide there. Rob might actually get it. Oh, pretty even actually. Maybe two who are pretty close back here. Just curious. Oh, it's Jim and Yang. He was trying. He couldn't. It seems like he just couldn't quite break Rob's defense. Big slide again. Oh, ended up right in front of the man he needed to stop. Oh, but Matthias still has a good run on him. This might be... I think this is the last lap, so... Actually, no. This next lap would be. Yeah, it's only 19 seconds on the clock. Rob has the inside. Oh, but he fumbles. Ah. Does he get him back? I don't know. That was a bit unlucky there. Yeah. Let's see if we... I didn't. Let's see, where's mine? He said he went off-roading. He is quite far behind you. So I assume he died. Oh yeah, definitely a bit earlier. Okay. You're not too far from here, I'm guessing. So you're still behind. I'm guessing it's through here. Oh. Yeah, it was through here. Oh, he's loose going in. I think. Let me look. Yeah, he's already sliding going in. So you see, he tilts the car in, but I think he tips in a bit. Does he hoof the throttle? Oh, he does. Yeah, he hoofs the throttle here, and I think that kicks the rear out a bit. Gets the bounce. Speed this up a little bit, it's too slow. Yeah. Tries to counter correct. Hits the bounce off of that. And he's like pumping the throttle a bit, but yeah, now it's gone. And him... Oh, but then it corrects. But he's overcorrected, because he's like... Got the steering wheel fully that way. So he's overcorrected now, and then yeah, the car snaps back. Oh, he tries to tries to jam on the brakes, but not enough. Out he goes. Up the banking a little bit too. Like he didn't get stuck. A little check before he rejoined. Yeah, cheers, Jim. See you next week. That was unlucky there. He tried. He definitely tried. But unfortunately, trying was not enough. Yeah, he just upset the car too much. Off he went. Well, I was nearly beached, like you can see. If I back it up a bit. You see the car kind of rocks, because he's not on... Until like F7. Yeah, so this wheel here isn't touching the ground. Kind of hard to tell, but it's not. I don't think this one is either. If I put it like... Eh. Yeah, look at that. See, that wheel's fully up in the air. And then it kind of tips down, and the other one lifts up. Oh no, it kind of settles on the ground. Then it rocks back again, so maybe not. Oh, it's because he hits the throttle. Okay. He could have very nearly have beached it there. We've got a bit of a Dutch angle going on now. Cinematic. Where are the cars? Wow. Cinematic. Cool. Let's bring up the results though. From that, see what we got. But I could do a good break after that. My head is like frazzled. Bring up the old results. Yep, so Robert wins, followed by me. in second, then Jim in third, Yari in fourth, Mattia fifth, Rob sixth, Hanu seventh, Mark eighth, Stuart ninth, Henning 10th. Pretty clean across the board, only one incident point for Rob, Stuart, and Henning, respectively. Lap time wise, yeah, 106.5 from Robert, crazy speed. 106.8 from me, so it's about 3 tenths off. A little over 2 tenths, actually. It's like 2.1 tenths off. Or 21 hundredths, I guess. Jim was a 106.9, so pretty close there. Yari 106.8, very close there as well. 106.9 again for Mattia, yeah. So Mattia was on pace. I think just his... Well, pretty close on pace, but I think, yeah, his... I think he could have been faster with different gearing, and... I think also... Yeah, it's kind of disadvantaged by starting further back. 106.7 for Rob. Pretty good. That's actually faster than me, holy shit. Second fastest, yeah, the second fastest. Cracking lap. When was that? Was that when trying to get away from Mattia? Probably. It's pretty much in... Oh, no, it's Yari. Oh, no, still then, it's pretty much in the middle. Oh, that's Mattia. Fuck. No, it's quite early on in the race for Rob. God. Yeah, the rest of 107s, 107.5 for Hanu, 107.7 for Mark, 108.2 for Stuart, and 108.2 for Henning. A few mix-ups here. Pretty static at the front view after a couple of shuffles. But at the back there was a bit more action. But yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. Wasn't expecting a massive amount of passes here. But yeah, was hoping for some fun racing, which I think we got. Championship outlook. Mattia is holding on to a pretty slim lead, actually, over Robert. Only 4 points in it at the moment. Yari is in third on 374. So he's only about 12 points back. Too bad. Gonna be hard to close this up, but not too bad. Myself in fourth, only 3 points back on Yari. Jim etching in his best result of the season, a podium. That was my best result as well, no, a second place after a third. Then yeah, Rob, not too far behind in sixth. Mark not too far behind that in seventh. So I'm pretty close between those three. Be interesting to see how that shakes up. The old part-timers, Phil leading the way with 2 third places on his 3 races so far. But yeah, it's kind of what could have been for me, I think, if I'd gotten the setup better at Grubnik? Was this Grubnik? What was the first round? I am like losing my marbles here. It was Grubnik, okay. Yeah, if I'd gotten the setup better at Grubnik and... Oops, I got rid of the results. At Grubnik and Iowa, it's... I don't know if... I'm like, what, 15 points off? I don't think I would have been leading. I think I would have been a lot closer, though. Definitely would have been ahead of Yari, I think, in the points. Ahead of Robert, I'm not sure. But they would have been a lot closer, I think. Which is a shame. Shame. But I only have myself to blame, really, for this, so... It's my own mistakes, my own downfall. And, yeah, I learned from them, and it paid off. But, but yeah, next week, obviously, it's Christmas Eve, but, I'm still gonna be around, whether or not others see. Might do something a little unexpected on Tuesday as well. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, St. Pete and the Transits, that should be interesting. And then Hakaro Apagua Short in the old Skodas, which should be fun as well. Riverside on the Monday, too. That could be fun. I'll probably be terrible there as well, but we'll see. But yeah, I think other than that, I'm gonna tie the knot off here. It was a decent stream, but yeah, I'm pooped. Probably be around on Discord for a bit if people want, but other than that, I am signing off from here. So yeah, take care everyone. I'll see you all around next week. Adios.